Good evening, everyone. This is Lynn from Paper Peas. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel today as I figure out which way to do this. One of the things that I have been doing is, a while ago, I really took stock and inventory of some of the papers that I have. And in my opinion, a lot of them, naturally, when we buy them, they're beautiful. And to us, they are something that we want to use at that time. Well, as other things tend to come out, sometimes we kind of forget about our papers. And if you've been watching my channel for just a little bit, you'll see that over the past few weeks, I have been taking a lot of quote unquote, like some forgotten papers and really using them to create ephemera for some of my upcoming journals, because at the end of the day, they're beautiful papers. There's nothing wrong with them. They're beautiful papers. And in terms of our creativity, we can bring them to life in so many different ways. And so what I've done is, you see a small stack here of pages that I've cut. What I've done is, really quick before I do this, I've taken some single-sided pages and I back them with an additional piece of cardstock. And for me right now, what I'm doing is I'm cutting them down to 2-inch width sizes. Now, at the moment, they are 2 by 12. There's a reason for that. I realize that a lot of our journals, some of them are 8, 8.5, 9. And a lot of people, myself included, every now and then we create journals that are a lot larger or taller, so to speak. And so that's one of the reasons why at the moment I'm just cutting these down 2 by 12, okay? And if you have some papers in your stash that you've been looking at, or you've been saying to yourself, I need to do a de-stash, or I need to do something with these, here is a wonderful way to use some, I believe, okay? So as part of hashtag Project Share Thursday, there are a couple of things that I'm going to showcase. A few minutes ago, you saw me cutting up some of my 12 by 12 papers, and I've used them in multiple ways. I also had some trim that I wanted to use that I still have quite a good little bit to go. I had a bunch of this that I wanted to use, and I was able to use some of it on some of these other items that I created. So to help myself be ahead when my creative juices flow in terms of working on journals, what I've done is I created some page bookends a little bit. Now, I intentionally elected to not ink the edges, because as I work on these in the future with journals, whatever journal this, goes along with, then at that particular time, then I will take and ink the edges. But for these, what I've done is, like the trim I just showed you, these are some vintage index cards, 5 by 7, I think they're 5 by 7. These are some vintage, no, they're 5 by 8, I apologize. I picked these up from Goodwill for 99 cents. I know I showcased this in one of my hauls, but these were 5 by 8. So that I like the fact that they had a vintage look to them. But what I did was I cut them in half, okay? And so then I just took some trim. I took some music sheets, maybe pieces of some of my other material papers that I had in my stash, some scrapbook paper, and I just layered them each with the trim being the end of each edge. So here's one. Here's another. This is, once again, some material paper. This is a piece of a print out from my one of my master boards, and naturally, again, some music. Music on top of here. So basically what I did, I just went through my stash, because once again, we have so many beautiful papers, and we purchased them to use them, right? And so to give myself some creative breathing room when I'm working on a journal, this will enable me to be able to use them without having to basically do everything from scratch. I just, it's one of those mass make type of items. But to show you, give you a better idea what I'm talking about, as I know you know, but for those that don't know, whatever size journal I'm working on, I already have some pieces that can already go in there instead of me having to do everything from scratch. So really, yes, I'm using up my stash, but at the same time, I'm giving myself some creative room to breathe as I'm working on other things. So here are a few items that I created with some of my papers. Also, I created some belly bands. Once again, I am leaving room to embellish them in the future based upon whatever journal they may go, into. So here's one. This is 2 by 12. Once again, if I want to do some additional embellishing on here, I can, but at least I have a start, okay? Here's another. So this was backed with some regular scrapbook paper. This I ended up backing with a harder piece of cardstock because I had several pieces of cardstock that I used for several other items. And so I went ahead and used that for that. Here again, this is, believe it or not, this is the B side or the A side to this. And so I took some of my manila folders that I had already cut down. You guys, I've shown you where I cut down these little sizes. I took some of these, and I just took some of my material papers that I have, and I just did some layering. These are some stickers. These are in another ephemera pack. And this is some of this paper right here, where I just inked and made a small tag. Again. And the reason I left these at 2 by 12 is because depending upon whatever type of journal that I want to work on in the future, if I want to cut it down, I've left enough room at the top and bottom to where it's still evenly distributed, okay? The center embellishment is still evenly distributed, okay? Here's another one. And all this, this is probably maybe the most plain looking one, but at some point in time I can embellish this with some burgundies or some vibrant reds. But once again, these are a few items that I already have prepared that will free up some of my creative time when I am ready to work on a journal. And guess what? You have beautiful papers in your stash too that you can use to create your belly bands, your bookends, or whatever embellishments you most prefer to incorporate into your creative journaling or your junk journals. You know what? I to be honest with you, I'm very happy that I gave myself a little creative leadway, because when those creative juices flow for me, I don't want to always have to just make everything from scratch. And so I've given myself room to breathe, let my creative juices be more focused on the actual contents of my journals and free up some of my time at the same time. Everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to tune into Paper Peace. I hope that me showcasing this inspires you to look into your stash, see what you can use, or you guess what beautiful papers that have gone tucked away in our stash that you could pull out to help you with some of your creative journaling. Everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to tune into Paper Peas. If you subscribe, like, share, comment, come back and see me again. I greatly appreciate it. Take care.